So we're joined today by another scientist based in South Africa. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Evariste Umba. I'm from Congo, Kinshasa, and I'm a master student at the University of Cape Town in chemistry precisely. I'm working about skin disease, especially about rheumatoid arthritis. And we want to study exactly how some drug which has been designed in a lab from artificial skin. And we are going to study about the bidermal absorption of the drugs to see how exactly these drugs are going to be working in the skin. That is what we are aiming to do.
It sounds quite exciting to design an artificial skin and then use it to test the drugs. What's it like to work in a lab like that?
Okay, especially if we are talking to work for an artificial skin, that's because according to the law is no longer allow people to work on human skin. Because last time people have been working from the human body of cadaver for people who are already dead. Especially they have been focusing on to study, to extract one of the sample of the skin and to study it. According to the law from Europe and whatever, they no longer allow people to work from the beginning of the study to the human body. They have to firstly start with an artificial, which is just a mix of the oil and water, so that we can just understand.
Did you yourself ever work with skin from dead people?
No.
Sounds a bit gruesome, doesn't it? So the idea is that you work on artificial skin in order to protect people so that they only get tested when the product is a little bit more advanced.
Okay, basically we think firstly we have to study from artificial skin so that we can predict exactly what should happen to a human body. The advantage to working from artificial skin is we can just predict the behavior of the drugs to any kind of the gender of the animal or human being. But the problem that we do have when we are working to human beings, sometimes we precise the age and all these things. But the study will be just focusing on a few a range of the people. But to work from your artificial skin, you are going just to predict for every kind of human being and or animals. Study.
And why is it important to find a solution rather for rheumatoid arthritis? In what way does that become a problem for skin?
Now this is a big problem now because it's reaching to 5% of Western in the Western world is affected by this disease. Is a disease which has been not found. We didn't find yet the cure of the disease. That's what we are working about.
But what does it actually do to your skin?
From my skin?
No, what does rheumatoid arthritis do? I mean, is the idea just that it affects the skin, or is the idea that you use the skin as a delivery process for the drugs?
Okay, actually the problem of this disease is about is intervening in the blood. The problem of this disease is exactly the blood. We are working about the concentration of copper. The change in the concentration of copper in the blood is basically the cause of this disease. We'll be working just to see how the concentration of copper can be influenced to the behavior of the patient so that we can cure this disease.
Is the idea to cure the disease or just to remove the symptoms? What are the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis?
Okay, generally there is we can find some destruction of the tissue of the patient. We can see the patient like this joint, the joint of the patient there is a disorder of the joint, which can carry some patient who can see even the brain, especially the bones are broken. Sometimes they lose even the mobility of the bones. That's exactly what we can find like symptom of this disease.
So it's a serious disease. It's not much fun to have.
It's a serious disease because it's affected the bones.